This is Delvin and Munawar and Amit Bhai with me, and welcome to MESC Red Devils NCR. Some interesting things happening all throughout the course of this week. We've been in the midst of a good run, and when Munawar Bhai and Amit Bhai come on the video, there's only one thing that we're going to be talking about, and it's one and only FPL. So here we are, guys, with another FPL video. We're Munawar Bhai and Amit Bhai with me. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the video, guys. Hope you're doing well, and I hope we all are eagerly excited for the game against Barca. But then we as FPL managers have much more important things to think about. Even though the Barcelona game is an important thing, but our team holds much more importance and priority at this moment. So Amit bhai, let's talk a little bit about the previous game week. How was your game week? Who was your captain? And what was the performance of your players like?
So it was. I got a green arrow. So in all, it was a good game week. So I got 59 points, and my captain was Haaland as usual. So where most of the manager, but he disappointed. So only 4 points as a captain. Other than that, I had Rashford. I had Bruno. Bruno gave me good points. He was more of a differential, I would say. Similarly, I had Grealish. Grealish also gave an assist. So and then my defense again, Trippier 1 point, then White 1 point. Shaw was the one who gave me again good points. So yeah, overall, then Kane again disappointing. I was expecting more from Kane, and then who Saka gave me points, and Martinelli I just transferred out last game week after so many blanks, but he just came from the bench and scored the easiest goal ever. So, but yeah, if my captain would have Rashford, then would have crossed 70 points for sure. So, other than then, my rank would have gone much more up. But yeah, now problem is with this game week. I had many more thing to tinker about my team and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, so finally, good thing for you, a green arrow. I unfortunately, in spite of having a good game week, which was well over average, so I scored 55 and it was 11 points over average. I somehow still managed to get a red arrow. Pretty weird, but then it is what
No,
it is. I'm still
not at your rank place. It's not weird because you are now at the top. So that average, you should be above average more than 15, 16 points now to make that
understood.
consistent.
Understood.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm still somewhere around the 11,000 mark as far as overall ranking is concerned. As the template, I had Haaland as my captain. I did not have Bruno. I had Watkins instead.
Oh
So
yeah.
Watkins scored. I had Odegaard with me. So what I had done is I had three Arsenal from which I benched two of them. I benched Gabriel and Gabriel Martinelli. But the fact that I had a three-man defense meant that even if Martinelli did score, he wouldn't come on as a substitute. And unfortunately,
Yeah.
Akanji did not play in the Nottingham game. So it meant
Oh,
that Gabriel with a one pointer came into my side. So that was the only thing. I had Rashford. So the rest of them was pretty simple. I had Trippier, I had Rashford, I had Kane. Almost all the players who were expected to be in majority of matchday squads. Munawar Bhai, what
yeah.
was the status of your game week last week? And did you have a good game week? Did you have a green arrow?
No, I had red arrows. I had taken -4, and my team, like my FPL is going very bad. Like I am the like bolte na, I'm in the relegation zone for now because I was like I don't know what came in the mind. I was preparing for this blank game week for 25th, so I take two hits in one in 23 and another in 24. In my team, I had Felix. Felix didn't he had so many chances. He didn't deliver. I had Haaland. Same. He didn't deliver. I had Kane. Kane also didn't deliver. Kane just gave one assist. Then I had Martinelli. Because of Martinelli, my week got saved. Or as I was about 20-25 points. Because of Martinelli, the points got saved. He came from the bench. He scored. Then I had Bruno. Bruno also gave good points. Then I had Odegaard, and Odegaard was my captain. I don't know why I went from him. Like I was like he will give me some points. I went for Odegaard as a
Better
captain.
than better than Haaland.
He
and
did good. He got three bonus.
Yeah,
yeah.
Odegaard got three
that's why
bonus.
I'm saying
Yeah, I know
better than
because of
Haaland.
Odegaard and Martinelli, like it was okay game week for me. I had removed Rashford. I don't know why. Like I had a negative vibes for him. Like एक दिल में
You
ऐसा
are the
होता है
only.
कि
I
like
well done for the
दिल में
negative
एक
vibe.
ऐसा होता है कि like now he won't score, next game he won't score, next game he won't score, and he's like he's keep on scoring, and I'm like I mean what to do next.
The fact that you had negative vibes surrounding Marcus Rashford, you
Yeah,
deserve a red arrow for that only.
I don't know. I was like, he won't keep. And another thing was like, the game 25th is blank. So like, I was like, it's a tough decision for me to take Bruno or take Rashford. So I was like, Bruno is a like good for me, and he gave the points. He delivered the points also. And then the big mistake I did, I removed Shaw also because of the blank game week. I removed Shaw also. I removed Rashford also. So it was like a very bad game week for me overall.
good. It's good for us. So keep removing the players, and they will score. Don't matter.
Okay, so coming back to game 25, I mean, all the managers in FPL have been bracing for these game weeks, that is game week
Yeah,
25 and game week
yeah.
28 to be much more precise. Because these
29.
are the games, 28 is the massive blank week and
Yeah,
29 is the massive double game week for multiple teams. So these are the two areas where FPL managers have been bracing themselves for. Unfortunately, I go into this crucial period with just one wildcard at my disposal, so it becomes very crucial for me as to how I implement my strategy coming to this. So, before I ask you all your opinions, what I have done for this game week is I have bought in a couple of Everton players. I've bought in Dwight McNeil and I've bought in Tarkowski. I already have three Arsenal players at my disposal. I did not have to take a hit for this game week because I had two free transfers, so I used one. I removed Mitoma and I bought in McNeil for that. And since I had Ward who's going to start for Leicester, I just made a straight swap for Ward and Raya. So Raya
yeah.
and all my United players are on the bench. So Shaw and Rashford and Trippier, all the three key players are on the bench. Mitoma is the lesser of all these evils, so I transferred him out for one game week and bought in McNeil. So this was my ploy. I hope that the Everton players do have a good game week because Everton players could be a very crucial differential, and especially under Daesh. And McNeil is a player who's performed well under Daesh. So is Tarkowski, former Burnley players. So they would know what to do and what not to do, and hopefully, this punt, hopefully gives me a good return in the coming game week. So Amit bhai, what has been your strategy for game week 25? And what have you done, to mitigate the factor? Do you have your free hit chip still available with you?
Yes, so I have all my chips intact. Free hit, wildcard, bench boost, triple captain, everything is intact as of now. And I know in this part of the season, this time of the season, all these double game weeks and blank game weeks come due to the fixture congestion and everything. So my strategy always been in. I had to use all these chips in the later part of the season. So I've been doing in season out. Yeah, but my strategy for this game week. So as of now, I have to remove Bruno Fernandes for sure. I am thinking of bringing Gakpo for him because Liverpool also have a double game week and he is also in a good scoring touch. And then I have Solly March in my team, so I have to remove Solly March to bring in. I am also thinking of Dwight McNeil of Liverpool, Everton. Then I have Patterson in my team who is injured, but now it's showing that he has 75% chance of playing, but I don't think he will start for sure because Coleman is in good form and he has been playing for Dice from last three games, and he has kept two clean sheets. Even he has scored a goal. So what I'm thinking is if I could swap Patterson with uh, Tarkovsky or Coleman. So for that, I have to take a hit because I have two free transfers left for this game week. But I definitely have to take a hit, and then Ward will come in for Kepa. Sorry, Kepa will be there, and but this Shaw, Trippier, and Rashford will go to bench. So this is my strategy. But yeah, as of now, I have to take a hit. Otherwise, if I don't take a hit, I need to consider if my 10 players are more than enough to give me points, or that -4 thing should be recovered from the player I am bringing in. So
Correct,
that's
correct.
the main thing I'm thinking about.
Yeah. So my bench is same as yours. Shaw, Rashford, and Trippier are the bench. The only
Yeah.
difference is that Raya is out, so Raya comes into the bench, and Danny Ward comes in. Munawar bhai, what is your strategy for this game week? Because I'm not trying to make fun of you or your, because the past 2 3 game weeks, whatever you've tried to and tried to do with your team has unfortunately not worked. So what is your approach going into this game week? Do you go doing the things which you have been doing so far, or do you believe that this game week could be the right time to maybe try something different, or make sure do anything different so as to you get that green arrow? Or what is your mind space, and what is your approach going into this game week?
This game week will be a changer for me. I think so because I lost my like around 16 points because of this game week. So I'm like pretty sure like I need to recover those points. But the main thing is that the main thing will come is the captaincy point that we will discuss later. But now in my team I have Joseph Shah, Killman then I have Gabriel, then I have Tarkowski, then I bought Gakpo, and because I bought Gakpo because I knew the price will go high because after before the UCL, but I thought the UCL will come as a positive, but it went like a negative. So people now might there will be a chance the Gakpo price might again go high next like between 2 to 3 days. So I was like I bought him very early. Gakpo I bought. Then I have Martinelli. I will keep Martinelli this week also. Like I'm like, pretty sure he might give at least one goal, or at least he might come from bench. He might give one goal
He
or one
will he
assist.
will definitely start one game for sure out
Hmm.
of two games.
Huh.
So definitely
And
one goal.
another I have Andres. I've kept Andres in the team, and then I've also kept Odegaard also in the team. And for forwards, the same Felix, Kane, and Haaland. And on my bench, there will be yeah, Trippier, Ben Me, and Bruno.
Fair,
And for
fair, not bad.
one thing for sure, like you just keep like you just see the Ward might not start because as I saw he's injured. So just keep an eye on him. He might
So
because
far,
I saw somewhere the Ward won't start. He's
so
injured like
because
75% chance.
no, because I just went ahead and checked that there is no yellow mark on Danny Ward. In fact,
It's like
the
not Danny the Nikon, not on the FPL, but the site which I and ABY follow, there is a bot, automated bot. It tells everything about the week first only. So
So
in
it's
that it came,
doubtful. He's
it's a
doubtful as of
doubtful
now.
for what to play. So that's what I'm
So
telling.
just keep an eye till Thursday or Friday morning, and just follow his news on
yeah.
Insta page or anything. Then you will get to know whether he start. But most probably he will start, but there is a slight chance Everson might start in place of him.
So here's where things get interested, everybody. So Munawar Bhai has gone with an all Wolves approach. So for those
Yeah.
who do not know, Wolves is another team that has a double game week in this game week 25. So I wanted to ask you: is do you think going on Wolves players is a good? It is a good ploy, considering the fact that this is a team that, in spite of having some very good FPL assets. I mean, on face value, if you look at some of those players, they do possess some players, who could go on runs and who could give you good returns. But I don't know whether it's due to a managerial change, or due to personal inhibitions or something like that. They're just not able to implement that style of play, which is why they're not able to score those goals, or get those returns. So do you think in a game week which is as crucial as game week 25, even though there are only 4 teams that are blanking, do you think it is the time to go forward with a Wolves player, because it could be a very risky proposition come the end of the game week?
So
It could be a matter of 1 point losing, or you could be like 10 points lost also. So
yeah.
that's a huge swing if at all there's a Wolves player and it does not perform.
So yeah, good point, Delvin. I was about to say about the Wolves players. So problem with the Wolves, their goals are missing in the game. Though they scored 3 goals against Liverpool, but it's just that anyone can score in the team. So there are no forwards playing. So they bought in Costa, but he didn't perform well. Then there was Jimenez after his injury. Jimenez, he's not at that level when he performed before that injury. So it's up to their I would say wingers who are scoring goals. But yes, from last 4-5 games, I was following Wolves, but again after the Liverpool in the last week's game, I thought they would have a good game because it was against Leeds. No, their games which they lost 0-1. So I thought they would score the goals, they would get a clean sheet. So I was hoping to bring them for this game week. But now again they are inconsistent. I was thinking of bringing Killman, or I was thinking of bringing Bueno, because Bueno also started last game. Killman is in great form. But yes, again you mentioned correctly, it's that matter of that bringing 1 point or 10 points lost. It's the same thing. So at this point again I would not risk, though there are some cheap defenders available, but it's 2 game week and they have a Liverpool away, so it will be a tough game for them for sure. And there is one game they have which can be a easy one, but I don't think they are viable for the double game week. So Everton, Liverpool players and Arsenal players. These 3 team players are the ones. Though Everton also play Arsenal again, but that is too at the Emirates. That would also be not good. But yes, at Goodison Park, they are performing really well under Sean Dyche. So I hope that run continues for them and they give good points. Though I have to bring in changes, but I'm hoping for the
Fair
same.
enough. Fair enough.
As
Uh,
you see, the 4 teams are there: Arsenal,
Yeah.
Liverpool, Everton,
And
and
Wolves.
Wolves. So Arsenal will play Everton, and
Yeah.
Wolves will play Liverpool. So it's
Liverpool.
like you have only like all
Two.
the like
Two.
premium keep all the premium defenders are there in the Liverpool. So you need to
Yeah.
sell someone, then only you can bring TA or Robertson, because
Yeah.
these
That's
both
why
only can
people
give
are
you
bringing.
points.
That's why people are bringing players
Huh.
like
And
Everton, which are
because like it's a
costing.
it's not risky game. Either you go for Everton, either you go for Wolves. It's
Yeah.
up to your luck.
But but
Wolves
but the
might
problem is if
anyone
you have.
anyone can get a clean sheet.
Yeah, but if you have Chelsea defender, I would still go that remain with Chelsea, because though they have a double game week, but stay other play Everton or Wolves play will have double game, but keeping a clean sheet will be a massive task for the both the teams. So if you have a Chelsea defense, that is much better than Arsenal defense. Already people must be having. So might they might double up the Arsenal defense. If they have Gabriel, they might bringing White. If they have White, they might be bringing Gabriel or Saliba, even Zinchenko. So that is a good proposition, and he is a differential as of now, because no one is bringing Zinchenko now after his injury. But he is on a good run. He is also performing really well. So it's. I would not say it's a very easy game week. It will again be a tough game week. It all depends upon the luck. Like what the last game week happened, every top team who were thinking will win their respective matches, but they lost. Wolves lost at home. Brighton lost. Then Brentford drew 1-1. So it will be again a typical game week. Even and I don't think it will be an easy game week for Liverpool or Arsenal also, because they are playing Everton and Wolves, so that will also be a tough game. So I am not. So it will not be easy. What I think is will be again a low scoring game week.
Yeah. So another interesting proposition, Munawar bhai, that has come up is the Man City's issue. The Man City issue. You could see in Nottingham Forest that some of their key players have not been performing, and to make matters worse, Kevin De Bruyne is currently out of the Leipzig game, and he is listed on the FPL website as a 75% chance of
Yeah.
playing the next game. So that is another issue. So what to do with the City conundrum, because Akanji did not play last game week, so that becomes a viable flight risk. Then you have
Mahrez didn't
another.
play. Mahrez didn't
Mahrez
play.
did not. Yes, Mahrez did not play, and with now Kevin De Bruyne being probable doubt, what would be your way to go as far as the City issue is concerned?
Like if you see, like it's like a old FPL days. Also, like whenever the UCL comes nearby, people start selling, like removing Mahrez or another like mid-budget assets of City, because Pep keep on rotating them. Only the main premium were KDB, and now the Haaland came. So it's like you can keep only Haaland in your team, which is guaranteed he will start and he will score. But keeping KDB is like he might come, he will start from bench, or he might come, he will start, then he will get substitute. Like it's like taking risks to now keep the City players. So probably because it's like if you see Diaz is, because we don't have any like Diaz suddenly starts, Diaz suddenly gets injured, Akanji doesn't start, AK was in good form, suddenly he get bench. So it's like taking risks to keep City players in your team. So like it's better you only go with Haaland, and like if, but that's the point. Only go with Haaland for City. That's it.
So yeah, Munawar, well, I guess you mentioned a good point. So I guess only two players who are uh, Pep Rule proof as of now. It's Haaland
Edison
and
and
Henderson.
Edison and Haaland.
Haaland but Haaland also I would say 90% only, because Alvarez can come in any point of time because he is also good, very good player, and Haaland can also be benched if Pep thinks that it's an important UCL game, so he can be benched too. But yeah, Ederson is the only one who is 100% sure shot will start. 90%. Other than that, it's 90% Ederson
and
Haaland will start. Other
and
than
even
that, what?
Edison is and even Edison is not giving points.
Yeah, because City haven't kept a clean sheet from last 3-4 games now. I guess
The
they
last,
are
yeah.
conceding,
Hmm.
they are conceding goals. Conceded goals again 3-1. They won last game 3-1 against Arsenal. Then they won drew against NFO. They drew against
Lost to
Brentford.
Spurs. Lost to
Lost to
Spurs.
Spurs. Yeah, so last 4-5 games they haven't kept a clean sheet. So yes, Ederson, and problem with Ederson is he will also not give you save points because City just concedes a goal, they doesn't save many. So yeah, it's like that. So and other thing that what we know that Pep's priority is now UCL for sure this season again, because that thing only he hasn't won in a Manchester City shirt. Other than that, he has won everything. Though Premier League, if it is going down to the wire, we know he has a team capable of overtaking Arsenal or even United for the matter. Because I'm not ruling out United as of now. So, but yes, because Arsenal doesn't have that depth, but what depth City has. Though they have sold Cancelo, though they sold Jesus and Zinchenko at the start, but still they have a good depth of players. So, but yes, priority again. Mahrez will start for sure today. KDB is not available, but he will. What I think is he will start in the on the weekend. It, Grealish is another player who will start every game in Premier League. What I think, because he is also after World Cup he has missed I guess one game only, and he's starting all the game for Pep because might be any factor that Foden is injured. Foden was injured though he came back in last game week. So all these things matters. But yes, Bernardo Silva is there, then Mahrez, Rodri, and Gundogan. So all these 6-7 players needs to be accommodated in this top six positions on the field.
Understood.
And
Understood.
City is like that. Before World Cup, Foden was everyone's favorite. Like
Yeah,
Foden, KDB,
yeah.
and Haaland. These three premium were already there in their team. And suddenly, after Manchester hat trick, he went away. And the people started wasting points on him. And then suddenly,
I
people were
agree
like,
with my
and
points.
mostly, most of the time, people we used to wait for City leagues. Like Foden will start or not. We used to wait for Foden like that. And
We
again,
still
after
do.
World Cup, after
No, but yeah, after that City, after that United game hat trick, I bought it Foden because I thought Haaland and Foden combo is the next to go thing in this Premier League. But
And
somehow,
hmm.
he just went missing, and then my points also went missing.
And
So,
after World
so
Cup, Mahrez came in the picture. Then Mahrez started giving points, and then now Mahrez started getting benched because it's common. Like we know, UCL is in the corner. Mahrez will get benched surely.
So coming to the most important aspect of this game week, as it was last week, is the captaincy issue. Now we've seen Haaland draw blank in last week, and with the Arsenal fixture being a double game week, this is a very intriguing time. Is it finally time to stop trusting Haaland as a captain? But again, for all we know, I think Man City play Bournemouth, another very inviting fixture on the looks of it. And up until Nottingham Forest, I think the only attacking return that Haaland gave against Bournemouth in the last game was an assist, as far as I remember. He did not score in that Bournemouth game, where
Yes,
City ended up scoring four.
yes.
So here's the problem: do you stick with Haaland? Do you captain an Arsenal player? Do you captain a Liverpool player for that matter? If at all you have a Liverpool player in your side, what is the way to go in this, Amit
Uh,
bhai?
yeah. So my funda is simple. If it's a double game week team, I have player him. I would definitely captain him. So at the moment, I have Saka, I have White. I might bring in Gakpo, what I had discussed earlier. So the options would be Saka as of now because he's the one who has a double game week and he's in form player. And so Saka for sure for me and not Haaland this time around for this game week.
And for all we know, Haaland will score four and assist twice, and then there's your captain in the water.
Yeah, that's what happened last game week also. But yeah, you cannot do anything.
Yeah. Munawar bhai, what is your way to go as far as the captaincy issue is concerned?
I'm confused between Gakpo and Odegaard. So I will think, and like by Friday I will select one, and then I will give update on the group. Like every time I go, I tell in the group I'm going with Felix. I went with Felix. I was like he will score at least one goal, but he didn't score. So it's a very bad game week.
So I am confused between the two Norwegians in my side. It's Odegaard and Haaland. The reason why Haaland is for the very same reason that it's Bournemouth, and they're playing Bournemouth away for this time. But then again, for all we know, that Haaland will go on an absolute rampage, and then everything will be normal in the FPL world. That is how it is. But then on another side, Odegaard has just come off against a very tricky Aston Villa side, has got 3 bonus points and did put in a very good, and also gave in an assist. So that's almost what, 8 or 9 points there. So that was a pretty good return in spite of the fact that
Yeah.
Odegaard did not score a goal in that game. So it is a very, very tricky proposition. It is definitely going to be one of the Norwegians that I'm going to captain, because I'm going with a no Liverpool policy for this game week. I just do not, because I did not see Gakpo very involved in the game against Liverpool. Uh, he was not that into it. I mean, Nunez is a great option if you want me if you want, because Nunez suddenly seems to have found that confidence in him. He's taking his chances and he's scoring goals which normally you do not expect him to score. The goal yesterday was an outstanding goal. In spite of me being Liverpool hater to the core, you have to appreciate the finish. So Nunez could be a very 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 interesting differential to look at. But yeah, at the end of the day, my captain is going to be either one of Odegaard or Haaland. So, with that being said, all the best to you, gentlemen, for the game week. I think we've covered pretty much everything there has to be,
Thank you.
as far as this game week is concerned. Amit bhai, you got a green arrow last week. Hopefully, get a green arrow this week too and continue the streak. Munawar bhai, unfortunately, you had a red arrow last week. Hopefully, that red turns into green this week. It's my genuine hope that you do get a green arrow. As far as I'm concerned, my only wish is to just go back to that first place, because in spite of having a pretty good game week, I ended up finishing third. Which is a surprise. But then FPL is such a game. Margins do always come into the equation. Margins do come into the picture. And I hope that I have a good game week as well. There are a couple of punts that I have played, and there is one transfer that I have to put, because Akanji is not played, and in the past 3 game weeks, Akanji has played 45, 45, and 0. So that's a big concern. So maybe it's time to remove Akanji and get in someone like a Tarkowski, I guess. And for the first time, I'm risking and playing Neko Williams in, because of the simple fact that I do not have an option, because I have to make a change. So hopefully that works. They're playing West Ham. West Ham not really in a good positive form as well. So hopefully, Neko Williams, even if he gives me 6 points, that's enough for me. Even if he gives me a 2+4 without having a goal or without having an assist, absolutely enough for me at this point in time.
For your
So
kind
yeah,
information, sorry to interrupt. He always take a yellow. He
yeah. I don't
either
even five
either he
points.
come from bench, he takes yellow. Either he starts, he takes yellow.
Even if it's a clean sheet, na Munawar bhai, I don't mind if he gives the yellow as long as
Yeah.
it's 5 or 6 points. That is all that I want from him this week.
I will give you
Yeah,
one suggestion. Keep Akanji and remove Nico Williams and bin someone else, because the West Ham game will be the last game of the David Moyes. If he gets, matlab har jati hai West Ham, then he will get sacked. So I think the Moise will give all the 100% on the attack. So I don't think so. They will get a clean sheet, for my opinion.
And also wait for today's game against City game, and just see the lineup, because it will make much more clearer who might start on the weekend.
If we see the lineup, it's going to be much more confusing, because I can never trust Pep as far as FPL matters are concerned. None of us can trust Pep as far as FPL matters are concerned. The Pep
Yeah.
rule is too dangerous. It's too lethal. With that being said, thank you all. We are very very close to 1500 subscribers, and for all those who are starting off with their FPL journey and who want to get tips and all that, just go ahead and give this channel a like and a subscribe. We do FPL content every week, every Wednesday or every Thursday. So do tune in, do watch it. If you want any tips, then do like, share, and subscribe. We're once again very very close to 1500 subscribers. Do help us grow, and it would be great to have you all on board with us. It's been a great journey so far, and the journey we want to make this journey even more better as days and months go by. Do follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Do give us a follow there. We would love to have you on our WhatsApp group as well, because every day is match day on that. So do not miss an opportunity to join us there. With that being said, this is Delvin along with Munawar Bhai and Amit Bhai wishing all of you goodbye. Do take care of yourself, and we'll be back soon with another FPL video next week. Till then, take care. See you soon. GG and you guys.